Good morning everybody, welcome to my vlog. My name is Jenny. If you've been here before, welcome back. If this is the first video of mine that you've seen, then welcome and I hope you enjoy it. So I'm starting the week with a trip into Abu Dhabi. It's just gone 9 o'clock. I'm just waiting to go to my appointment. So I thought I'd start the week here and say a quick hello to you. Nathan's going to be away for most of this week, and in usual style, I was sitting in the bedroom this morning and suddenly heard what sounded like rain inside, which means that one of the ACs is leaking. So I've switched that off and just hoping that it will be okay this evening. Thank God it is halfway through October now, so we're getting to the point where we're not going to really be needing the ACs now. So I think at the start of next year, probably about sort of March time, we're going to have to invest in about 4. They do look really old, like when the house was first put together. So it's probably about time that they got changed anyway. So yeah, I'm in Abu Dhabi today. Nathan's going up to Dubai, and look forward to the week ahead. Take care. Bye. Do you ever have those experiences when you just know that something is meant to be? Well, last year when Nathan and I were in Los Angeles, we were walking back through LAX airport before we had our flight to leave the US. And I found and discovered Mark Tetro. Now, I absolutely love this little tote bag that I got. I think it's just really cute. It's really bright and colourful, which is definitely my kind of style. And so a couple of weekends ago, I just thought, oh, I'll just have a look at the Mark Tetro site, as you do. And blow me down, that very day, they had a 1-day sale. And so I managed to get a new tote for 50% off. So this is my new little tote, and I am absolutely thrilled. So I now need to go out. I needed a new handbag because I don't have anything to wear with my blue dresses, and I've got a lot of blue dresses, so I can justify this 100%. Hi everyone. It's Wednesday evening at the moment. I'm sitting outside on our veranda because the weather is absolutely gorgeous here in Elaine at the moment, and the winter weather is sort of really on its way now. So the hot temperatures of sort of the late 40s have totally gone, and at night time for the last couple of nights I've actually slept without the AC on, and I've had the window open, so that's a really good sign here. So I thought I would sit out and have a quick chat and a bit of a catch up with you. And really this week is a bit unusual because I was out at the start of the week in Abu Dhabi and Nathan went up to Dubai, but he's actually stayed in Dubai all week and he won't be home until tomorrow. So I've been here on my own, and I did go to take the car out on Monday, or my car, and it's got a flat battery, so I really have been stuck here. Obviously if I'd have needed to go somewhere really desperately, I could of course have arranged a taxi, but I didn't really need to, if I'm completely honest. So it's been really nice being here at home on my own. Obviously I've got all of the animals with me as usual. I've got some reading done, which is great. I'm really sitting down and focusing on our social media this week and building up a social presence for various gateway companies. We've had a new gateway trade license issued this week, which is really exciting. So that's Gateway Strategic Consultancy, and we are working with a really exciting new partner. I think I mentioned this in a blog a couple of weeks back, and his name is Nick Cochrane Diet. And if you are an Abu Dhabi person, you may well know him, may well have heard of him. He's very well known here. He is basically an energy expert, so we're working with him. He's going to be providing consultancy to energy focused companies, which is fantastic, and we are absolutely delighted to be working with him. And also I have started writing for Abu Dhabi magazine. If you can hear a dog barking in the background, that is Havana. This is what life is really like here. Something has obviously set her off. So I have started writing for Abu Dhabi magazine. I've got a couple of articles already posted on there now, and they're really about how to set up a business in Abu Dhabi, and the very first one was about foreign direct investment coming into Abu Dhabi. So really the sorts of things that really excite me, and hopefully they will excite people that are looking at doing business in Abu Dhabi and what you can and can't do. So please do take a look at that site, Abu Dhabi magazine, and it's also on Instagram as well, which is at Abu Dhabi magazine. So if you just Google it, it will come up straight away. So I'm really excited about that new working relationship. And of course I have been online ordering, because you know that I'm shopping online rather than going to shopping malls at the moment. And I bought 3 separate orders worth of bits and pieces from a UK supermarket called Asda. Now, I did shop in Asda sometimes when I was back in the UK, but this year I have found some really lovely things on their website. So I don't know why, no, I do know why. I didn't purchase everything all in one go, because they didn't have certain things in stock. So that is why I've had to do it in three orders. But with the first order, one of the items that I'd ordered, which was a mug, was broken, which is disappointing, of course, but it's a mug, it's not worth sending back, and I can live with that. Went to reorder it, it wasn't available. I might have even said this on last week's vlog, so if I did, I'm really sorry if I'm repeating myself. But when I was doing a later order, it was available, and that has now arrived in one piece, so I now have the mug that I want, which I'm really pleased about. However, in that second order that arrived, I had ordered a teapot, which arrived broken. So I was a little bit annoyed about that, and I wrote an email to Asda yesterday, and it was a very polite email. I wasn't losing my temper or anything, but I just thought, they're actually sending ceramic breakables, and it's not even bubble wrapped. It's got some sort of like some brown sort of cardboard packing strips around it, and then some paper, but you could just see if the box got battered in any way, whatever was breakable inside it just wasn't going to stand a chance. So I wrote them an email and I said, look, I'm not asking for a refund. It's not worth me returning these things to you because of the value of them. It's just not financially viable. But I just want to bring to your attention that, okay, one package that I've ordered from you arrived with a broken item in it. But then when the second one did as well, I really think that you need to be aware of this, because I'm sure it can't just be me that this is happening to. Like I said, one thing you can live with, but when it happens twice, and I just said to them, look, please have a look at your packaging, because I would be interested to order from them ongoing. And literally within an hour I had a response from them, and it came across as being like a personal response, really apologetic. And they said to me that one of the items they could replace, which was the mug, but obviously I'd already rebought it myself. But the other item, as I'd already known, was out of stock, so they could give me a full refund. So I wasn't expecting that, because obviously I hadn't been able to send these items back, but I had sent photographs of the damaged items. And they also gave me a £5 gift voucher for the inconvenience, and an e-gift voucher, so I can buy something else online as well. But I just thought that I'm going to say this in case there is anybody in the UK that does online shopping and they happen to shop at Asda or might take a look at it. Their customer service was absolutely superb. I really was totally impressed. And if I have an experience where I am really impressed with a company, I do really like to share it, because it's not often nowadays, really, if we're totally honest, where we are really totally wowed by companies. And so when they do go that extra mile, or when they do something that you're just really not expecting, I think that it really does deserve praise. So thumbs up to Asda, you were absolutely superb, and I have got another order waiting to go with you when you get some more of the items that I'm looking for into stock. So that was a little bit of a catch up for you, and I think I've got Havana in the background there with me. I'm going to enjoy a nice little orange juice sitting out here this evening, and looking forward to my hubby coming home tomorrow. Hello everybody, it's the weekend. I've been really looking forward to this day arriving because I had some more Wreath accessories arrive during the week, and I'm really excited to have a go at my first wreath. And I have watched so many tutorials. They make it look really, really easy, but even the pros, it takes them a long time to make these things. So I will put it on hyperlapse so that you're not sitting through 2 or 3 hours of me trying to make this wreath. I really hope that it works out well. So I'm sitting on the floor in our hallway to do this. I didn't want to risk scratching our dining room table, and the desk that I use in the office is going to be way too small for everything. So I've actually got this one with me. Whoa, this is Millie. But unfortunately Millie's not feeling too great at the moment. Millie has epilepsy, and she had a seizure yesterday, and she had another one in the middle of the night. When she gets the seizures, she tends to have cluster seizures, so we have to keep her separate from the other dogs because the 2 bitches that we have attack her. And then Baldo the puppy, because he doesn't really understand, he then thinks, oh, Havana's having fun attacking Millie, I'll join in. So it's just easier to keep her separated from them. So I'm just going to quickly show you some of the products that I have got to make the wreath. So this is my deco mesh, this is the sign and the wreath form that I'm going to be using. Got some chenille pipe cleaners there, some ribbon in the background, and then some embellishments. I am going to be using more embellishments, but I haven't purchased those yet, and I am also going to be putting a back on it as well so that it is more secure. Let's have a go and see what it works out like. And this is what it's looking like. There were certain elements that were a lot trickier than I was expecting, and I think when you get to the end, it's only at that point you can really see, unless you're obviously a professional, exactly what embellishments to put on, because I felt that these looked so much better than the actual balls that I was expecting to use. But actually, for a first attempt, I am really, really chuffed. I think it looks absolutely amazing. So yes, they are expensive to make. Yes, they take a lot of time to make, but I think it's really, really impressive. I am so, so chuffed. Share with you now a little video testimonial that we have received at Gateway, just because it's nice to share something nice.
Hi there Jenny, Claire here. I just thought I would take this opportunity to provide you with a video testimonial following my use of services at Gateway Group of Companies. So back in August, one of my friends relocated to the UK with his family, which included his elderly father that he had sponsored to live out here in Abu Dhabi. One of the requirements is that a deposit is placed in order to guarantee his father's visa. And he asked if, following his departure to the UK, I could go and lodge the application on his behalf and collect the cheque for him. No problem. I mean, that's one of the tasks that you happily undertake for your friends when you're all fellow expats and you need some assistance. So I took the documentation that he'd left with me and went down to the ICA to lodge the application. But unfortunately, that was the day that they had implemented the regulations preventing access to anybody who couldn't prove a clear COVID-19 PCR swab test from within the previous 48 hours. And I had not got that to be able to prove. So as an alternative, I had a conversation with my friend Jenny, and she suggested that Gateway Group of Companies could help with the task. So from beginning to end, the whole process was very straightforward and very, very professional. I visited the offices, produced the documentation, explained what was needed, and at each stage they kept me up to date by WhatsApp, which I appreciated because it was instantaneous. They identified if there were any additional documentation that might be requested by the authorities, as sometimes the advice is given may alter, and so fortunately they had everything they needed. They, within a very short period of time, I think it was a week, went and lodged the application and had received the approval and were able to collect the cheque on my behalf. And in turn, I was able to collect the cheque from their offices. And all in all, it was a very smooth process, very professional. And at each point, I felt that the task was being undertaken without me having to give it a second thought. And it is for this purpose that I would definitely recommend using Gateway Group of Companies again in the future for any business needs. Thanks very much. Bye.
So the Big White Dog and I would like to say thank you so much for watching this week. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you next week. In the meantime, I wish you a fantastic week ahead.